the position, and we have much of the things to roast, and we make it happen, and this kind of the people gonna be thanking us after the video.
Or thrown into an imbroglio.
Due to unconditional circumstances?
We're going to have to put them into a hot soup.
A hot soup. Here we have Snoop Dogg, one-on-one. Yeah, Snoop Dogg.
Okay, Wagwan. Wagwan. Snoop Dogg is here, live one-on-one with Underscore Gintu.
Live
delivering from Underscore Gintu, the G-Cast.
The G-Cast on top of the veranda.
Yeah, man.
And this is just the beginning.
And the things are gonna be coming live.
Did you see the shot I gave you, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you see things, man?
Hey, things were...
Imagine a Mzungu is being lambered. Is it called lamberization?
Lambering.
No.
Oh, no.
Is it called?
Lambering.
Lambering,
Yeah,
which is in the case of leaking. Leaked. Leaked like a kid. And have you seen ever an animal giving birth?
Yeah.
Do you know how it leaks?
A cow.
A cow, even
it has a fallopian tube.
Fallopian tube and esophagus?
No.
No esophagus. So it is leaking like a safari rally. You put there some salt, then it leaks the stuff which is enclosing the womb. The womb-nizer. Womb-nizer.
Fallopian.
Tube.
Fallopian tube.
So, yesterday I saw a video. Lady J was one-on-one with a Mzungu. Did you see how the lambering was there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, people are enjoying life, man. And you are here and you are just looking at me like a didi.
But you know, what I can say is...
Is what?
You, instead of going on lambering, you are just finishing your G-Cast. But the Lady J is lambering the Mzungu.
Imagine, but to the real effect of the time. That's why we are told that I'm going. Imagine now, he's having a police woman. Yeah, he's having a police woman whom he's always going there and talking about, you know what, I love you, baby, here and there, 2, 3 things, shenanigans there, cucumberization, back to Nyabohanse. And now, whenever now this kind of the video gonna be coming out, you're gonna be missing everything. You're gonna be going to a dry spell. You know, an African, you know, a Mzungu is not like an African. Do you know that?
You have to tell me.
I have to tell you. A Mzungu,
you know me, I know, African, you have a friendly match every day.
Exactly.
But a Mzungu
is
having some miscellaneous effect.
No, not the miscellaneous effect. The match is scheduled.
You can be Gongewan.
It is scheduled. No, it is scheduled. On Monday, 2 rounds. On Wednesday.
That is what you call human rights. You are being...
no, she's denying you.
Human rights.
No, conjugal rights.
Oh.
Conjugal rights is digitization. It's called conjugal? Conjugal rights. Conjurizer. Say conjugal rights.
Conjugal rights.
Exactly, conjugal rights.
My tongue is heavier.
Your tongue is heavier.
Yeah, man.
So when this kind of a nation, you deny this kind of a man, and that's why you see much of the men are focused with some small chicks outside here. Why do you see them siding here? Because they know an African, it's until you say po, no.
Let me ask you, we want everyone to know. Like an example. An example. Can you marry a Mzungu?
Me or you?
You.
Talk about yourself
first.
Let's start with you.
Me? I'm asking you. Can you marry a Mzungu?
No, who is who?
You.
Me.
I'm asking you.
So you want me to tell you if I can marry a Mzungu?
Yeah.
How things are going, I can, but with unconditional circumstances.
Why?
if this kind of my own, if we can understand ourselves, you can understand me, I understand you. Thick.
What about age?
But,
What about age? You are young.
no more, not more than 2 years above me, or 3 or 4.
She has to be smaller than you.
No, even if she's bigger, but not more than what?
2 years.
2 years.
Why?
That's a rhetorical question, Zed.
But you have not answered my question. Why can't you marry a Mzungu?
Why can't I marry Mzungu? You see the conditions I'm telling you?
Because African woman,
African woman gives you everything.
What about a Mzungu?
I've never
lady?
tried.
You never tried.
Hey, but what I know about an African, he just even take the legs here, another one there, and everything goes on right. And they have that kind of exercise, you know?
Let me ask you, but I'm not overthinking. Should I say this?
Who are you asking?
Why is the people? Let me leave it. You can't marry a Mzungu.
What about you?
Me? Me? If the lady, I'm older than her, I can marry. But if she is older than me, how can I marry my mother?
Even 1 year.
What?
Than
Yeah,
you.
my friend.
Mirigati, I'm so disappointed. Juu I came here, ilikuwa inua jamii. Tulikuwa tunafaa tulipe hata kama ni pesa kidogo hiyo ingine watatusaidia. But unfortunately, sasa tunaambiwa the school is closed. Sasa sijui hata nashindwa kupigia babangu simu. I don't know where to start from. Sijui. Yani mimi hata nimeshindwa. I don't know what to do. Like shule is closed. Nilikuwa nimelipa fee, hata supplementary nimelipa. Like sasa shule iko closed. So I don't know what to do. Like serikali naomba tu muingilie katikati, muone venye mnaweza tusaidia. Nilikuwa nafanya health record end course na tumeambiwa end course hata hatufai hata kuendelea.
And African men like me here can't wait even a weekend to pass.
Not even a weekend. I saw you one day with a soap.
No. I'm not a Nyongari. I'm not cucumberization.
You're not self-sustained.
No. I can't social sustain myself.
Oh, you can never sustain yourself.
I'm being sustained with someone.
You can be sustained with somebody. Exactly. That's the perfect date now. So when we come direct to Lady J, what he was doing unto the club, it means that he was trying to get another love outside. You understand? And the Mzungu is all talk about the lady who is an African lady who is a police woman, whom he is always talking about. You know, I have a baby girl here. He's just rushing from here. He's just throwing his own psychopathism here, and is now denying. He's now making things worse because he has ever been talking about you are the only queen I have. This world belongs to you. I don't know, where are we?
Why is the black people like us, when they date the Mzungu, they think that they are expensive.
They are in another world. They think about that one. They think about maybe the skin, how it is, and they think about they are first people to try it.
Oh, this is what we call ushamba.
Not trying. You not trying it?
Me, I'm Mzungu.
Have you ever tried it?
I'm Mzungu. When I was small, I was watching.
I know Hub. That's a fact.
Then
I
left it.
I saw.
No, I left it. And I can see at the at the point of conjugalization, the Wazungu they are best.
They are best.
But I wonder why they are denying people the human rights.
Human rights. Conjugal rights.
Conjugal rights.
You know, you know what is becoming. Let me tell you today now. That's the effect. Have you ever seen Lady J? He has nothing to do in the society. He has nothing to be bothered with. He's just a psychopath. He's just a lunatic person. So the only thing he can ever do is just sitting, eating. And when I told you, there's a day I told you, if a man is subjected to food and you are never having any kind of a headache or stress, what are you thinking?
What I can add, once your father told you, when a man is alone or at his family, he gonna be becoming stupid or he gonna be succeeding. So like Lady J, he's like alone. He has an opportunity of improving or finishing
Or
his life.
failing.
Yeah,
Or
man.
failure.
Yeah.
That's the fact, because right now, there's a day I told you that I met with Lady J, and we were just discussing much of the things.
I was there, by the way.
You were there,
Yeah.
and you saw that conversation how it was. It was meant that that kind of a guy is in a stress. There's a stress he's having. And he promised people that, oh, you know, I'm going to check on Matiko in rehabilitation. Oh, that's why I'm going. I have had 2-3 shenanigans there. But look at where he was going. He was going for conjugal relations and making sure that he's picking some wazungus there. And that was Koinange. Do you know Koinange?
Yeah.
Koinange?
There
Street.
are ladies who
Aligned.
you can use even 200 Kenya shillings
Yeah.
and buy the
Sustain yourself.
Yeah.
The only thing is sustaining yourself. So he went and bought a mzungu from where? Koinange Street in Nairobi.
From the ghetto.
So as he can just go to Nairobi, make sure that he goes to the club and dance and enjoy his own life and make sure that things are happening. He never knew that we are NBI. Nyamuhanse of Bureau Investigation.
You
Exactly.
and
NBI.
any information that is coming,
Gintu has it.
you have to receive it.
I have to receive it.
Yeah, man.
And
The real G from
the
the
real G
village.
from the village.
Yeah, man.
And that's why I'm always broadcasting it live to make sure that people are gonna be getting the real fact about it.
Yeah.
And you know another scenario yesterday that has caused much of the trouble also. A one-on-one Nasto yesterday went back to the river
Hey.
to do bathing.
My friend, you know, I was wondering how this guy went to a river, but with his wife.
Now we are going back because I told you where we are heading. You know, now there's nothing like talking about Kenge himself. You understand? Even Kenge himself went one day and bathed in a river. I was there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, do you know that time, man? We went and Argentina Longnose was having you
The
understand?
Oruaro,
It's called Oruash.
the underwear,
The underwear. Now the underwear, my friend, it was pathetic.
entering into.
Huh? You know, the Mzungu, whenever they are coming into Africa, you know,
They
you can
have
never
to-
find an African that way. And a Mzungu, imagine,
Have a
is-
different
have a
method.
different, no, have a different mentality. That as long as I have the public area is enclosed, other
have
areas
to-
can be exposed.
I have to enter something in.
So whenever Kenge himself was just there, bathing there, doing some shenanigans there, do you know how he was salivating me and Gitiriba?
Tell me,
We were salivating like dogs.
why you not admiring?
That's why I was salivating.
Yeah. That's you know people are saying that we are.
I'm doing what?
Mm.
No. We were there as top securities. And imagine even the Didi uncle, we were there with all the molesters. And if the police, they could be so genuine that time, they could have arrested everybody that day. Because we were there, everybody, and we were just making sure that all the Didizers, talk about Kenge driver, talk about Didi uncle, talk about DJ Perez, talk about how many are we? We were with Luca family, and everybody now, man. You know this kind of the people they are. Now, you know now what was so miscellaneous is at a point where now Kenge himself, he went with 2
Ladies.
Argentina Longnose and DJ Perez.
At the same time,
At the same time, and both of them, they were They were single underwear.
But when you see, let me tell you something. You know, as African, we are somehow
Not fearing.
Not fearing. Also, we are agentic.
Not
So we can just take things.
slightly.
Yeah.
And-
so even
and not in a serious
Yeah,
matter.
when Kenga took two, you know that he's just a real Korean.
And you know, my friend, when it comes to the real fact about how things comes out, an African, that's a real fact about an African. And when this kind of the things do come,
Yeah.
some people will just be wondering, what's really happening to this kind of the people? What's really coming out? What's really popping out?
Yeah.
Like, how can a person come to you and talk about, you know, we have to go and show ourselves that, oh, this is how we are. We have to go on the bath. We have
By
to
the
go.
way, let
How
me
is
ask
it
you.
coming?
Let me ask you.
Who is interested with your wife's style?
How? Let me ask you. How did? I know you cannot answer this, but you can reason. How did Nasto decide to go and wash himself with his wife on the?
I don't know if they don't have a bathroom.
Or is lacking of content.
No, it's not lacking. Maybe he wanted a green lodge. You know, even a green lodge is something very fantastic.
That's all.
Natural habitat. Where whenever you are marinating, this kind of the clean air is passing through the segments,
Yeah.
and making sure
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
everything is so good.
But when you enter through our what you call our culture, this does not allow.
Not allowing. The point is one. Everybody has his own right to do whatever you need to do. But to an extent, where now you take your wife and go show your tights of your wife, whom do you want to see that your wife is having some bright tights? Or,
Yeah, and
tights?
if one day someone started conjugarizing your wife because you are just
You are exposing
Yeah,
them. And when you
are
get
in the market,
yeah, you are when
telling your wife.
Imagine whenever they will get Gintu now applying for this kind of a visa, they'll talk about Gintu is now coming to our entire family.
Yeah.
What were you showing us?
You are-
maybe
you are selling.
I saw something meticulous.
Yes, something fantastic.
Something which is manganyu.
The nyashi wa nyashing.
Exactly, man.
Yeah,
And
man.
if you want to do even marination, you see whenever he's washing, I talk about, when I will catch there. Oh.
But-
Now the people are giving us a hint on how to handle them. You understand? Now I cannot understand how this kind of things
But
do.
you know, you don't try this because if you start corner, you're gonna be
No,
removing
them,
us
not
to
me.
our wife.
Who told you? Not the nast only. There are
Even
so
the
many
Mwango, you know, the Mwango usually wanted you very much.
wanted me.
Yeah. You never watched the video?
I
I
watched.
have been watching the video. People saying, you know, the Mwangu wanting underscore Gintu. That's why he was just jealous on you. Acting perpendicularly abnormal.
Coming and shaking Nyashe's and it was meticulous. I could have spanked it. It could be a very better opportunity for
Do you
me.
love her?
But I lost
Do you
that.
love?
I lost that opportunity.
Do you love?
How can you love somebody in the first eyesight? How can you love somebody? And she was speaking nicely. Hey!
So you like her?
The voice of a call, the way she called me.
You like the voice?
Yeah, it was about, this kind of a stuff, man.
Have she been ever calling you?
She called me only once. After calling me at the villa, she called me once and talking about leave my name alone.
How do you feel about
I felt
your
whenever
crush calling you?
My crush, have I ever...
It's your crush.
Have I
because-
ever cucumberized or never my crush?
No.
A crush is a person you have
No,
ever,
no.
you have
A
ever
crush-
dealt with.
No,
her, and you know her crush.
No.
How can you
You
talk
can
about...
ask the lady.
No, a crush is a person you know her
No.
crush.
A crush is someone who you are admiring.
Who told you? A crush is
know.
a person whom you know the crush or he knows your
No,
mornings.
a crush is someone who you are admire.
No.
I can admire you. I say, hey,
No. That's now Didism.
not you. I'm just giving an example.
No. Even I have to tighten my long trousers. I have to tighten my wrong trouser, guys.
You are funny.
Here things are coming.
So, what did Nasto do?
Nasto put the wife out and shows us how she's called Miss Flair.
Or he wanted to appreciate God creatures.
No, God creature, he ever sees it in the bedroom, man. Oh, that's now
But
bringing
we-
the bedroom bully to the forest.
But we have to appreciate as a society.
Imagine Nasto is a snitch like a snake and
Yeah.
going to meet her own snakes now. Going to meet the brothers. Went to the green grass again to make sure that you know if you are a snake
Yeah, man.
and you are a snitch like a snake, then you go and make sure that you are going to put your own. You have another snake which is behind the scene.
Let's leave that.
Eh,
I want you to answer me. How did you succeed in this YouTube platform whereby, Nasto started earlier? And
Nasto started,
let
I
me
remember,
finish.
yeah.
The house that he have built is just how that can satisfy him.
Yeah.
Why did you just decide to build a big house and you are not, let me finish.
Yeah.
You are just a newcomer,
Not a newcomer. Young in YouTube.
young in YouTube,
Yeah.
but you are best.
The point is a strategy. A strategy, because never in your history undermine yourself, underage yourself. Never underage yourself. Talk about, I want to do this and do it. Never talk about, that one I can never do it. Oh no, because of this and this. You just try it because you can never know what's tomorrow coming.
How did you try and you started? Let me
Me,
tell
I
you.
tell you,
This
you
one
have
I
asked
thi-
that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this kind of a slab we are talking about.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
more than the motorbike. It's 200
motorbike.
and
That's
two,
a new brand motorbike.
267,000 Kenya shillings to
Exactly.
put this kind of a slab. And to the real fact of the day, I can tell you right now, is that I started planning on it before even I could start. I could not just come out and talk about I want to start this kind of a construction once.
When a teacher is teaching, people have to follow the procedure that a teacher is just using the method to
Example,
consult
the EGs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like me here, I'm just here to follow your method,
My step.
your step.
Yeah.
So I have to ask you
How
step-
these things are
Yeah,
ongoing.
man, so that
The
even me, I
fact,
can
now
have
the
a small
fact is one.
cage.
The fact is one. The fact is one. The term that there's somebody who can come and talk about Ogintu, I like whatever you are doing. I appreciate your effort. You have been so jovial. You have been entertaining us. I can just send you $100. And that $100, you understand? That $100, do you know it's $100? It's a trip of sand, plus 2 cements. You understand it?
Yeah.
And another person talked about I'll help you to buy, or I'll help you, or to how the things are going. You have been doing much of the works here and there. I'll send you $50. That's 6,000. Do you know how what can it buy? It can buy 7 cements. You understand it?
Yeah.
6 to 7 cements. You understand? So if you talk about now, I've got this kind of $100. I want to go to entertainment. I entertain myself because this kind of a person told me that you can use it the way you need.
Kata yangu fuwa.
You understand? You can use it the way you need.
Yeah.
You have first. Cater for them. You understand? But not talk about, I want to go to a best hotel. I want to go entertain myself in a best hotel, here and there. And you talk about, next time you come again and talk about, I want to have this kind of a project. Yet you lost the money to the hotel, then just investing the money, then at large from that section, you will get a lot of money to go then or invest.
Like example. So do you mean that you are using example of Ayamogesi in positive way? Like Ayamogesi today we have just met and told me, you know what, I have just received 21,000 Kenya shillings and I have been told to go and just give a leisure time at the beach. So do you use that opportunity to get that money instead of going to the beach, you are using to get maybe sand or using money on making bricks.
To my extent, what I know is everybody has his own needs. If your need is entertainment, give yourself an entertainment. If your need is food, give yourself food. If your need is to support your family, support. If your need is to see how beautiful ladies are passing in front, how ladies are shaking some nyashes here and there, you just talk about you are now counting with your own teeth are out, now you are looking with your teeth, 1, 2, 3, you are just shaking your head and knocking your head. It will be at your own extent,
You know,
but if the money comes and talk about, you can do whatever you want. There's this kind of a person who can talk about, I want to support you. I like how you are just doing. I want you to go and relax because it has been a hectic time. And I know how the things are going onto the ground. Much of the people say it. I know how they talk about the focus in the ground. It's so hectic here and there, stressed here and there. I want you to go and leisure. Put your thoughts down, relax. Whenever you go and cherish yourself, whenever you come back, come and start afresh. You understand me? So there's a condition that a person can talk such way and talk about, okay, I can understand. And it's now you to decide. You individually. Where am I going to remove this stress from? Where am I going to remove this mortality rate from your head from?
so how did you control your feelings when you are just in a hungry time?
Hungry mode?
Yeah,
Hungry mood?
Yeah.
I've never been hungry.
You can never talk about
I'm
that.
telling you that as a fact. Whenever
way,
I see,
no way. There
let me
is
tell you,
some
let me
time
tell you my
where-
history, my friend. When I feel like somebody has accused me or
Or
alligated
annoyed
me
you.
or annoyed me, I go to the street food. I go and walk.
You eat
I
on
go
the
for a
street.
walk. I swear to the living God. I go even to the fish ponds there. I go get some shower, just enter into the water, sleep inside the water.
So what's the best
The best option is to control yourself minus using money. Now, whenever you not be having money, now you are stressed. Where are you going to get money so as you can just go and remove your stress from? If you feel that it's so hard, go take a nail, 6 inches. Take a hammer. Cut a tree. You see that this is a tree. Put a nail there. Cut. Hit that tree until you feel like now, I'm satisfied. Kwenda kabisa. You come back and refresh yourself. Sometimes being annoyed, it can cause you to have miscellaneous conceptions that you can just go and make some harmful, misorderly things outside there, and it will cost you. It will cost you again. You understand? And you find that you are now talking about now, because of this kind of the stress, now I have to go somewhere, maybe I want to go and cherish. And yes, it's something that will refresh you, and even music. And I'll tell you, the music is something which is so fantastic. Have you ever heard me whenever I'm sleeping?
Yeah.
I put a volume like 100.
Yeah, I always.
100
You
volume.
are a musician listener.
I put a reggae. Called me Ondoko.
Yeah, man. Wagwan.
The beat that comes even whenever I'm at the bed, I can sleep very meticulously. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, whenever I wake up, my mind is now very fresh. You understand?
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes you will get annoyed if, let me tell you this kind of a thing. Huh? If we have ever got somebody who has ever accused you or alleged you, has annoyed you, you feel like you are not somebody who has ever disgraced you. You feel like even this kind of a YouTube platform, it doesn't even matter. You can even throw a phone. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah,
But
exactly.
those ones are your own guts. If you want to control them, it's only you. You understand? If you don't control yourself, tomorrow it's you only, you go and buy that phone. You have just scrambled and thrown down, and you have just dismantled it. So
Yeah.
it's you to control your tempers. If you can never control yourself, who's going to be controlling? It's like self-esteem also. You can get money and talk about now. There are people who can get money. And whenever even 100 shillings into the pocket, they cannot stay. They can never stay. I'm telling you, they can never even talk about it's any time. You are here, you are here. You are a motorbike, you have a car here. You are here, you are here. You are in this food, you are in this hotel. A day can end. You have visited like 20 places in a single day.
Let me ask you a question on that. I'm not like how you have just given an example, but I can think, I can be, but I can be. How do you control yourself on that?
On in terms of if you have even a single money, the only thing is one. Whenever you have money, just be like, ask yourself, maybe 1 minute ago, or 20 minutes, or 1 hour ago, I never had this 100. Maybe it's Gintu, I talked about, hey bro, help me with 100, then I give you 1,000.
Yeah.
You feel very happy.
Fantastic.
Very, very happy. You feel like now you can go anywhere you need, even a place. Now, whenever you get money, there's this kind of an emotion comes that when you get money, now the brain starts beating even the places you never had in your brain for you to go. You can visit them after being given that 1,000 Kenya shillings.
Yeah.
Why? Just start, because this is coming from your own mentality. Talk about 1 hour ago, I never had anything. I never had any plan of this kind of the money. Why can't I sit this way only and make sure that I can think about something? Let me tell you one thing again. And this is a fact. If you have 100 shillings, do you know that there are people who are selling sand, 100 shillings? Do you know that one? Why can't you go and buy it and talk about I have made a step? Do you know that when you focus about I want to do this, I want to plaster my house, I want to have some cement, I want to plaster my house, or I want to do something, and talk about tomorrow, if I get 100, I go and put that 100 into the sand and come and talk to Ginto, hey bro, what is that sand? Can you take it with your pickup? I'll be a loader, and I'll load it and go and offload it. You are making something. You'll ever be thinking about, oh, now I have sand. People will be laughing to me that I brought sand. Then I can do nothing with that kind of the sand. What am I going to do? Improve yourself. Whenever you get 500, talk about again to please. I have 500 and the cement is 900. Do what? Add me even is 200. I look for another 200. Then I do what? I continue with what? I buy one cement. You understand? If you buy one cement, you'll be motivated. You'll be motivated about I have a cement. Why can't I look for the money? I be a handman. I bring a person who can plaster.
It will give you a
So
morale.
it will give you a morale to continue to invest this kind of the money. Whenever you will start getting, you will have something to do. But like right now, you get 10,000 Kenya shillings. You have never planned up. You have not planned about it.
You don't have a plan on
You don't
that
have
money.
a plan. Let me ask you a question. I see we have the money maker pump there. Bro. Is the money maker there? Yeah, the money maker pump. I want to migrate to this section. I told you that I want to have some green zone here, and everything gonna be so fantastic. So, I want to ask you a question, like this one. The time you started talking about you want to invest in maize, you want to plant maize. Did you see how focused you are?
Yeah.
You talked about how can I get money for a tractor to come and plow. When you got money for the tractor, you are now hitting the plan. How can I get maize?
On COP.
Hey, how can I get maize? Someone talk about I have some 200. You will never lose it. You talk about the target I have is maize. When you get maize, you talk about now I have maize. How am I going to plant the maize?
Exactly.
You understand?
Yeah.
You have those kind of the things. Like right now,
Step by step.
Step by step. Like right now, I know I have bought tiles for what? For the concrete gutter.
Yeah, man.
I've bought talk about the waterproof. I've got the grout. I've bought the talk about the metal rods, which are the square.
Waterproof also?
No, the squares, the square metals there, the steels there for the windows. Now I'm calculating how can I get another 35 1 by 1 by 1.5 mm. So as they will be narrower than these ones. These ones are like the beams. The other ones will be like passing inside. You understand me?
Yeah, man.
So how am I going to work towards that one? And after that one, I'll get that I know that now I have some ballast. How am I going to put the slab here? Am I having the cement? You know that you are gauging yourself. How are you going gauging yourself? Like right now, you are thinking about the maize is now coming out. Whenever the rain will rain, I want to put fertilizer. Who am I going to hire so I can put the fertilizer? How much are they going to talk about? How much? You understand?
Yeah, man.
So you have those kind of the thoughts coming now and again. So you'll just think about what am I going to do? Even if you have your own. Talk about have you ever seen me going to a club? What am I eating?
The fruit.
I only have street food for 30 shillings. It's enough for a day. Because even if I go to a club, I drink, I do what, tomorrow they will ask me for the cement. Do I have it?
Today, tomorrow will be another
Yeah,
day.
tomorrow will be another day. Am I going to sprout it out and talk about now this kind of the liquor that or the alcohol I took
Let me
yesterday?
spell
I have
it
nothing.
out so that they can help.
They can. So it will just give you some
Miscellaneous effect.
uncomfortable zone. Like you will just, even you yourself, you talk about. Now, it was just for 2 hours. I have spent 10,000. Am I normal? That 10,000 will be something. And the next day, you hear somebody talking about, hey bro, we don't have some soap. Even you don't have even the money to buy a soap.
And you use a lot of
And
money
you used you used a lot of money
on liquor.
for liquor. You understand? Or for something that was not even necessary for that time. Have a plan. Whenever you have a plan, everything flows. And that is the best moment I can tell to the people. And the king has never told anyone. You understand me? If you plan about it, you're going to be making it. That's the thing that no one has ever told anybody. And I'm telling people for the free. And they're going to thank me and take it to the bank.
You know, with me, I started a YouTube channel with I am Ogesi. But I wanted someone who is just progressing so that even my life can improve at least. That's why I switched to you. And because of your progressing, even me, I'm learning something. Because I can go to some people and show people what I have.
Yeah.
Because you are just giving us a very big morale, which that it's like you can make it.
You can make it. Me, I always tell some people that when your day calls, I told you a day, do you remember how long did I shoot a video with Gachagua? They were formulating some bricks back there. From last year, October, until last week, I shot a video talking about I have reached 30,000 bricks and I'm going to arrange 10,000 bricks at the following day. You want to remember?
Yeah.
And there's somebody who talked about a blast to them. And since that time, I was shooting some videos. But it reached at a time now, it was a later time that they talked about now, we can bless them. They got their blessing. Some people talked about Gintu, let Gachagua get this kind of the money, let the other guy take this kind of the money. You understand?
Yeah.
And that was the perfect moment. That's the perfect moment whereby your time is coming. Everybody has his own time.
Yeah.
And if you waste that time, you're going to not find that time again.
Time wasted will never recover.
Never be recovered. And we'll be talking about by the time when I was having that kind of the amount of money. Imagine now if I could be going to the club. Look at how much I could have spent with ladies. More than 2 point something M.
Going to add nyash on women.
Imagine now going only to facilitate the watering of the ladies. Huh? You can now discuss.
Carbonization.
Watering.
Satisfy.
Watering. Using injector pump. Huh? You can now imagine. So it's the fact that I'm always telling the people. So it's you to decide on what you want to do at a specific time, and you'll make it.
And I have also another question on.
We have another lady here.
completing-
She can just come. Join.
Another
Because now I
question-
can give you a morale.
Another,
Now I'm in a morale mode.
yeah, another question.
Yeah.
to
Bring the
complete.
phone. Bring the phone. Bring the
Another
phone.
question to complete. Yesterday I saw you with another visitor on the G Castle.
Exactly.
And I heard he was just saying that there is someone behind your G Castle. Is it true?
Those are just lunatic psychopathism ideas, because there's no one has ever talked about Gintu. I have 1 million to support you in terms of making sure that the GCAS is coming. Those are called allegations. So as people talk about, oh, you know what? Oh, Gintu is being supported. You know, everybody. Yesterday I said it once. Yeah. Everybody knows who is helping Maro to construct the villa. Everybody knows who is helping Priska Sagati to build her own house. Everybody knows who is helping Pasi to build her own house.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who is helping Mapopo to build his house. Everybody knows who is helping Go With Jay, which is Burundian Travel, to build his house. There's, everybody knows who is helping Claude Joseph to build his house. Everybody knows who is helping Ithriba to build his house.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who is helping Mayuguno to build his house. You understand me?
Yeah, I understand.
So when it comes to Gintu,
But why people are just complaining that, oh, Gintu have just got all the support and have got all the donators and they have just built the G Castle and someone is behind the G Castle. And I was...
there were so many allegations. They were talking about, oh, Gintu, whenever you are doing the reaction, there's somebody who is promising you money, and that money is now what you are building for. I'm telling you, somebody who was ever
is that
supported.
a true
Let me tell you
or a
one thing.
false?
Let me tell you one thing. What I know in this life, whatever you are doing, it will reflect at the end.
Or people have to have
Just
jealousy.
let them wait for the end.
Yeah.
They will wait for that end until whenever you were born, you were told that Jesus will
Come.
till today.
Never see him.
Do you know that even your grandfather was ever told? The Grs.
Yeah.
They were told that Jesus is coming.
Yeah. We were lied.
Up to date now, you are the 50th, the 17th, the 21st century.
22 years old.
22 years, you are still being told, and you'll tell your daughters and children that Jesus is coming. You understand me?
Yeah.
So let them keep waiting until they will see a dog taking a brush and brushing the teeth.
Okay.
Yeah. You just wait.
So
Let them wait.
they're gonna be waiting that there's
And
someone behind the G
They will
Castle.
just wait until the dog takes a brush.
Maybe they come to just
Have you ever seen a dog taking talk about a tissue?
maybe a mzungu dog.
They train
And
more.
the trained one.
Yeah.
But the normal ones,
Eh,
They can't.
the coco dog,
it's gonna bring miscellaneous
it can never happen. How can it start? So they will just wait until they see a coco dog taking a tissue or a brush to brush it on its teeth.
Okay.
Because yesterday I ate bad things, so I have to do something.
To go
So
shower.
to the real effect of the time is let everybody do his own work. And the motivation I can just give to the young generation here is how the things are going. And this is the real fact about the life. Never, ever, ever talk about or complain yourself that you can never make it. Never, ever complain that you can never make it. Tomorrow is another day. You will ever make it in your life. You'll ever make it. The only thing is maybe your time has not reached.
Yeah.
And when your time will ever reach, you will become the one. You will become the one that you will ever need. And nobody ever knew that Gintu will ever once. How I was being chased with
Do
the
you
police
remember? Do you
even-
remember what the last thing you told me that your father told you that you are a failure?
So many years ago.
So many years.
Yeah. When do you know that you are now a half? Nobody here is just like me.
So I was.
Do you know that? Do you know
I'm
that?
a half on you.
My friend, you have never seen it.
I don't have.
Me,
any-
my friend, I'm telling you, and this kind of the story, one day, one time, it will ever come out clearly. Do you know that I ever sold drugs? I was a high schooler.
Which is drugs? You know drugs are.
When I talk about drugs, you just gain.
we have bang,
No, I don't talk
We have
about
cocaine.
small things, my friend. Talk about bigger things.
big thing.
I
like
was
cocaine.
ever, and I was a very good entrepreneur. The GoPro is a GoPro in here.
Wagwan. We have to go with what is just
Available.
ongoing.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the
man.
fact is one, the people will never ever know what I was ever experiencing and what I passed through to become who I am
Yeah.
today. Because I
You
suffered
know,
to make it happen.
The day you told me, you just say that if you see me bringing a food, not that there is a time I suffered
Back.
so that you can get this
You can
food.
get the food today.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I can
They
just
usually see the
remark.
success you have done, but they cannot see where you have come
The
from.
failures. Do you know how much times have I just fall down to make a living today? Do you know how much times people have ever accused me to get me to the police station for the life today.
On the police station, I can just accept.
That's the time you ever saw it.
Yeah.
But the real fact about not only that I'm just being chased with police, this kind of the small things here. I've been chased with the bigger scandals, bro.
BCI.
Bigger ones. And they never knew who I was.
So you are.
They never knew. Even if I could just come, I ever once talk about this kind of an issue, they just wonder, oh, you are the one. No one ever knew who I was. Even they were just searching in the whole of Sirari Nyabohanse. They could not know that I was a student and I was learning. I could just transport and come back to school with immediate effect. So what you see somebody's tomorrow, know that there's a much of the changes that have effect. And today, you see how things are coming out clearly.
So it seems like that when you were born, you found your life to struggle, but there's people who have got life just to continue.
Yeah,
with
there are people who are born, who are just being born, my friend. They have got life is just new.
Yeah.
I tell you, the person who was born and found a TV.
Yeah.
The person who was born and he was introduced to a Mercedes Benz.
Exactly.
And they continue that life. There's a person who doesn't know a basin.
Yeah.
There's a person who doesn't know a laundry soap.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yeah.
And there's a person who talking about a laundry soap, at least you can buy it, but there's a person who has never seen it.
Yeah.
You understand? Not seeing it that he has never used it, but
Even he can say that a soap is not important.
even a soap is not important to his life.
Yeah.
Not a must.
You understand?
Not a must.
Yeah, not a must. And there's a person who has ever been struggling.
Yeah.
Applying, you know, whenever you're going to wash yourself, your body, you are using ash.
Yeah.
Ash.
Which kind of ash?
The normal ash that you are burning some firewood in
firewood.
the
In the
jikon,
kitchen.
in the kitchen. And you just in water and apply yourself. You look like a person from the past. Then water yourself. Whenever now you apply oil, which is the cooking oil, you apply onto your skin. Now you become so shiny. Whenever even you stand this way, somebody talk about. During that time, the only perfume that could come out as a perfume, it's either you go and take some leaves outside here, and maybe you do this way. You start doing you apply yourself
Those
leaves.
things which are normally
Yeah,
on the
normally. And the girlfriend you talk about today, you are smelling nice, not smelling. You are scenting nice. That's the life. You understand? The people who pass through the life, whenever they tell you a life we has ever passed through up to date. That's why I said about for the things that you see today it's happening. Know that there's a time I never had it
in the past.
in the past. For you to grow, just make it. Let no one talk about. Let no one define you with your past. Let everybody defines you how you are, and never tell people what's next. Let them see themselves.
Just surprise them.
Exactly. Just give them as a bombshell. Pop! Kaboom! Yeah. Do you know right now in the village here, people are talking about me?
Yeah.
Even the people are talking about.
Let me just give you the appreciate that they are just giving you. They're just saying that, hey, you know what, my friend?
No.
Kintu have just built a very big house,
Hey,
and he's like he's in the devil worship.
Freemason.
Yeah, because they have
It's the second one
They
from
don't believe.
they don't believe
Yeah.
that this kind of a thing can ever happen. That we can stand up here
Because they
and
sue you at the early age. How you
they are
struggled.
they are judging
you
and
about
they,
the
yeah, they're describing me with my past.
And they knew you never succeed.
Exactly. That's the fact about the most of the villagers, most of them. Because when I was ever working and I was just going to a person's shamba and talk about, hey, please help me with even the leaves of the bananas so I can just cut. They talk about, no,